Hello, everybody. Welcome to In Out the Lead, where we watch old movies and new movies. Right?
That's good.
Bad, good movies, whack movies,
Summer movies.
Sadly though, it's only three of us because our compadres are not here.
Should we introduce ourselves?
My name is Ricardo,
My name is Robert.
I'm America.
and we are the hosts of In Out the Lead.
If you're new to the show, our rating system is in, out, delete, right? If a person is in, that means they like the movie and they would recommend it. The movie is like a Lamborghini or a Ferrari. It's very fancy, right? If they're out on the movie, it means it wasn't very good, but it's not terrible. You know, it's the middle ground. It's like a Chevy Malibu. It's fine. It'll get you to work, but it's nothing special, you know? And if they are delete, it means it's absolutely terrible and they would not recommend it. The movie is like a Ford Pinto. Do you guys know what that is?
The exploding car.
You know. Yeah. You don't? You know, I expected it to be the other way around. No. Hey, I'm not trying to be sexist.
I was gonna say for the good. I was like, why don't you say Civic, huh?
It's wanted to be fancy, you know, but you really don't know what a Ford Pinto is?
I don't know anything.
It's
about
considered
cars.
like one of the worst cars like ever made. It's by Ford, obviously. They made it in the 70s. But it had such a terrible design, not just like looks wise. It had like the gas tank in the back, like next to the bumper. Yeah. So even if it just got like rear ended like a little bit, it would explode. So it's like literally the worst car ever made.
Shit. I thought it was for some reason I thought it was like a cop car, but okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so on to the new movie. Our new movie this week is called F9: The Fast Saga. That's the actual title.
No way.
It's right here.
No way.
It's directed by Justin Lin, and it stars Vin Diesel, Michelle Rodriguez, and
my boy.
Your boy.
And his name is John Cena.
John Cena joins the cast this time. And the movie's about, I guess, Toretto has a brother now, which is surprising that he failed to mention him ever in the
movies,
20 previous movies, you know. And it's funny because like he's always going on and on about family, right?
Yeah.
That's like his thing. It's like he failed to mention this long lost brother that he had. But he's after like the brother is after like this thing that could hack into every computer in the world. Therefore, he controls everything and he's in charge and controls the world basically. And I feel like that's like the plot for like the last 4 movies. I think because it kind of gets mixed up. Honestly, I was like, didn't they do this already? You know, but that's what the movie's about. They're trying to stop him, obviously.
This time it's different.
But this time it's different.
There's John Cena.
This is the 9th movie in the franchise. It's 20 years old, 10 if you count Hobbs and Shaw.
Oh yeah,
damn. But
shit.
just kick it off, Ricardo. What did you think of
It's
F9:
me,
The Fast Saga?
I'm first. Okay. Oh my god, F9. F9 was weirdly entertaining, right? I was like, hey, I just want to see John Cena. They went back in time in this one and they started showing like, I don't know if they did it in the old ones. They didn't, right? Like they show young Vin Diesel. No, they don't. But so it's the first time that I was like, hey, like maybe it's changing it up. I don't even know. I really don't know. And I remember that story though that they show because they talk about it in the first movie. I was kind of like,
what story?
I was a little intrigued. Fucking movie is so crazy. It's all over the place. No one gets hurt, like Tyrese says, and it's true. Like no blood, nothing. It's fucking insane. Like I don't know. I don't understand. They're superhumans. I was entertained though. I was, but I can't. I'm never. Am I gonna watch this shit again? No, I'm out. Yeah, I'm sorry. Like honestly, like I was kind of in. To be honest, just because it's so bad, you know, and it's like kind of funny. We were laughing. Come on, you know, we were the only ones laughing in this Mexican fucking theater. So these guys were fucking loving it, you know, and I was just like cracking up. These motherfuckers are in.
Oh no. Yeah, they just put the basketball team.
Yeah, it wasn't good. But come on, you already expected it. You expected it, right?
Yeah.
So I'm a nice out. What about you, America?
Yeah. This one. You guys know I don't really like the other movies. So this was kind of funny though.
It was.
So
right?
I was laughing, but I think that was just me. It's just so ridiculous. I'm out as well.
See, no delete yet.
Yeah, it's not a delete because I was kind of laughing, like, at the movie. But this movie, what the hell's going on? There's so many people.
no idea.
I guess everyone makes cameos from the other movies. And I was like, who's this one? Who's that one?
Yeah, that's what I was going to talk about.
Understand. And Robert, you guessed it last time. You said, I want to see them go to space. And I guess you got your wish granted. So, yeah, Robert, what'd you think?
Yeah, so this is a movie. But honestly, I'm an in.
Whoa.
Not only did I like this movie, I fucking loved it.
Oh, shit.
I was so damn entertained by it. It was like one of the coolest things I've ever seen. At least recently. You know, I haven't been back in a while, you know. And just to escape the way that we were able to in the movie. I think there's a lot of things this movie gets right. I think Justin Lin, the director, coming back is the best part. Because he had done Tokyo Drift and 4, 5, 6. So he really made the franchise into what it was. You know? He really made it entertaining and kind of absurd, you know? And then after he left, the last two, they've been getting more and more like absurd and just dumb, you know? And I think they lost a little bit of like they lost some of that fun that they had, you know? Because they were kind of taking themselves too seriously. I think what this movie gets right is that it embraces the absurd, right? Because it winks at the camera and it winks directly at you, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's the only way this works. Because it's so crazy. They fucking go to space. You just said
Yeah.
It's fucking
right?
crazy, man.
They get shot out by a million bullets and they don't get hurt, right? They flip cars over with magnets, right?
Yeah.
The only way that works is if you tell the audience, like, this is a ride, you know, and let's enjoy it.
Yeah.
And I fucking loved it. Like, and not only that, I like the stuff with the brother. Like, I thought it was gonna be like shoehorned in. I was like, oh man, this sucks. But I thought they earned it. Like, I love the flashback stuff.
Yeah, the
Like, I
flashback
love
stuff,
that.
right?
That really added like to the drama. Like, it was like watching the stuff. It's like
It
you
added
watch
to the time.
you watch yeah, that's the one thing. It's too long. You like wrestling, right?
I love
all
it.
the cheesy story. That's what this was, right? That kind of cheesy melodrama, you know. But that to me made the action like so cool. That last set piece where they're chasing down the big truck
with the
with the magnets.
Yeah.
Like, that was like one of the coolest things I've ever seen. It reminded me a lot, like, I was having so much fun. It reminded me like of when I was a kid and I was watching like Indiana Jones.
Oh.
Like that type of set piece, you know, but just kind of like on steroids, you know?
Yeah.
And it was so fucking cool. Like with the magnum, they were flipping them around, they were flipping cars over, you know? That I was like, I actually recorded myself in the theater. Let me play. This was me in the theater.
Yeah, bitch! Magnet!
I was having so much fun, dude. Like it was so good, so damn entertaining, and like I accepted everything. They go to space,
They
fine.
go to space.
You know, these people come back from the dead, fine. I don't care. Cardi B comes out, give me more Cardi B.
that was
Put her in
good.
it.
That was great.
I love it.
Yeah.
Like, let's
Yeah.
get more Cardi B in F10. You know.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I was saying that. I was like, oh, when she came out and she explained some little background, I was like, they're gonna make a fucking spin-off with her right there and her little crew or something.
Yeah.
Called Too Fast, Too Fabulous.
Oh, that's perfect.
But I was gonna tell you. So I don't really know. I don't remember these other movies, but I remember those the Tokyo Drift guys come out.
Yeah.
Have they come out in the other ones?
So, after Tokyo Drift, the main guy, the white boy, came out in part 8, very briefly.
Oh, it wasn't
So-
a character like character.
No, he wasn't like, he just, because they had to tie up because really they kind of screwed themselves, right? Because Han dies in Tokyo Drift, right? But yet they use him in the next 3 movies,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So he's alive, but technically 4, 5, 6
It's before.
is before.
Oh my god.
3.
That's funny.
Right, so they had to like go back and tie it up. So finally, at the end of 6, they show Han dying, and they tie it into the next movie, 7. I'm pretty sure that's wrong, right? I don't know which one they go to, but then they finally pay off the scene where Toretto shows up at the end of Tokyo Drift to race the white boy,
Oh,
right? And it's
yeah,
just a
yeah.
quick cameo. He's like, "Oh, Han gave me this for you," and that was it. This time he's actually part of the movie.
Yeah.
And I love that.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah,
they're
yeah.
kind of like crazy mad scientists now.
Yeah,
like, it's so
with
cool.
Bow Wow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not Lil anymore.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said. Like, I didn't even say that. Yeah.
I mean, because he's old.
Yeah,
Motherfucker, what are you saying?
No, but that's what I'm saying. It's true. That was like, I was kind of like, oh shit, it's the guys from Tokyo Drift. Like,
Yeah.
and I was telling
I was
America,
just wondering what the hell are
I was
these
like,
nerds doing in
but
the
then
movie?
I was like, oh shit, maybe they came out already. Like, should I get excited? I don't hear.
This is the
anybody
first
clapping.
time they're back. Yeah.
Yeah, and his characters.
Yeah,
that was
like,
actually really cool.
That was really cool. I love that because it's like an Avengers thing, you know?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like they're bringing
exactly.
everybody in, you know, I was okay with everything. Really.
Oh yeah, so I was gonna tell. So John Cena, right, as the brother, he is. I think right now, like as I saw this movie, I think he might be like top as the wrestler actor.
Yeah.
Because I thought, oh, he's only funny. You know, we've seen him act funny.
Yeah, he's good in comedy.
And he's not even. He doesn't even say jokes in this one. He's like actually acting or something.
I actually thought he was really good.
Yeah.
You know, and I think the reason why is because he's still trying. You know, he's like really trying to like build up his credibility.
Yeah.
And it goes, if you go back, because I kind of I did like Geo and I rewatched the whole series.
All
leading
of
up
it?
to, like during the last 2 weeks I've been watching it.
Wow.
Right. And when I saw 5 again, 5 is so damn good. And that's the first one where The Rock comes out.
Oh, The Rock. Yeah.
And
yeah.
if you watch The Rock in that one,
He's like
so fucking good in
he's
it.
good.
Because he's actually playing a character. He's like, oh, he's actually acting. Now he's like a big star. He doesn't, he's just The Rock, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that's where John Cena is now. Like,
Oh,
he's
man.
really trying. Because
starting
think
his career.
I
as
think
an
fucking
he'll-
actor.
bought it. Like,
Yeah.
all the dramatic scenes, you know, and everything. Like, I was like, he's
Yeah,
really
that's
good.
true. He didn't stand out, I guess.
Yeah.
Like he was being like
yeah,
the characters.
yeah.
But okay,
He
so
wasn't
another
wearing
thing
jean
to be
shorts.
all right. So to talk shit, to talk shit about the movie again. All right, so for some reason everybody comes back from the dead, right?
Right.
Like that's like their thing.
Death is only the beginning in the Fast Frank.
The lady says the thing. No, you're only dead until you're alive, or something like that.
No.
Some weird shit.
Oh.
Shit, I had something. So they die. Oh, okay, never mind. This is a stupid joke.
Just say it.
I was like, that sucks. You can't do that with Paul Walker. Huh?
Oh.
I was wondering that too. Because at some point they bring him up, right? He's
Yeah.
Brian, and they're like, "Oh, our kids are both with the best babysitter, essentially, Brian." And I was like, "Isn't Brian dead?" And I know in real life he's dead, but he didn't die in the
In
movies.
the movies, no.
No,
Oh,
like,
I thought he
I was
died.
telling her, I was like, no. In the movie,
I was like, "No, he's dead."
In the movies, they kind of just retired his characters. They're always
Yeah.
going to go live with his family. But I like that they brought Mia back, his wife.
she hasn't been there.
No, because they kind of retired them, right, as
Oh,
one.
both.
But I like that they brought her back because I almost
family.
forgot. She's fucking Toretto's sister. So it makes
yeah,
sense
yeah,
that she
yeah.
would be going after the brother too. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. I told her too. I was because when they were talking about it, I was like, they have a
Yeah.
sister.
I was like,
Where's
"What the
she
fuck?
at?
I totally forgot about
She
that.
shows up.
But I didn't know that she hasn't. I thought she was part of the movies too. I don't know. I really don't know. I kind of lost.
She's a lot of times in the later ones they kind of sideline her, like, oh, she has to stay
She
home
was
with the
driving a
kids.
van.
She literally stays home with the son while Paul Walker goes off
and doing
goes on
shit.
the adventure. So now it's kind of flipped, right?
Makes
Paul
sense.
Walker's character Brian stays home
Yeah.
and she goes off.
I already know what the 10 is gonna be then.
What?
Well, I don't know if they're allowed to do this, but
No, don't say it. No, they're not gonna do that.
What? I
They
want
won't?
to know. What is
And
it?
then that's when everybody like they have an excuse for everybody to come out or anything like that. Well, what am I gonna say?
Oh, what were you? I thought you were gonna say they were gonna do it digitally.
No.
Oh,
a character that Paul Walker's character actually dies in the movie, and then everybody's like, "Hey, we gotta
they
get the
can't.
killer."
I think the way they did it was perfect in 7, where you just kind of drove off into the sunset.
Oh, okay.
You know?
Okay.
You
Oh, so
can't-
for sure you can't kill
take that
him.
away. You know,
You can't?
You can't do that.
Oh, all right.
Especially when you're gonna kill him off screen. Oh, he fell off a cliff. Shit.
No, he blows his.
He might have
house.
actually
They
driven
blow
into
up
the
his
sun.
house. I don't know.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is Dom and his family Mexican?
You know, I was thinking that.
They gotta be Italian.
I thought they were Italian, and I don't even know where I got that from.
I was
but
thinking
maybe
that.
because he kept saying family.
Because
I don't
Vin
know how
Diesel is
Italian,
like white.
Yes.
Yeah.
His name is like Steve or something. Like,
You
his
know
name's
John
not
Cena.
actually Vin Diesel, right?
And John Cena.
So I've always assumed that, right? Oh, he's a white guy who grew up in East Los. You know, that's why he has a lot of Latino friends, right?
He's in East Los.
The character,
No way.
It's motherfucker. They
I think
mention
they
it.
said it in this one. No,
I told you.
Yeah,
I
and I
told
was
you.
like,
I was gonna text you. I was watching the movie and I was
Yeah.
gonna text you. Like, did they just say Islos?
Yes.
So this whole time?
That was the
way. No way.
I
They
think-
are from
think-
Islos. That's like
I think
the
you
whole-
should have recognized by the race where the brother shows up. He's like, "Who's next?" And then they're in that stereotypical Islos
Oh, the
bridge,
bridge?
the one that they always use, and
Yeah.
then they race
I just,
to downtown.
I thought it was LA or something. I don't
Anyways,
know.
I always thought it was just a white boy living in Islos, right? So he's like
Like
one of
Shia?
the you know. But then in this one, they kind of they don't say it. They don't say anything. But you have a sense that like, is this dude trying to be like Dominican or
Yeah,
like
it's-
something?
He
Or
is.
Mexican?
He is, right? I don't
Because the
know.
younger
Well,
guy they
his-
cast has a little tan, you know. And I was
Yeah.
like, is he trying to like retroactively
It's
make himself
weird.
Dominican? Or
Yeah.
Weird, right? I
And
was-
the dad is pretty like brown looking
Mhm.
brown, like a Mexican looking
Yeah.
brown, not a tan white guy brown.
Yeah.
it was weird though, because when they showed him even younger, he was like this little fat little Mexican. Remember? They showed him younger when he.
Oh,
when
that's
he's
right.
younger.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like,
Elote?
whoa, yeah.
He
and I
looks
was-
like that sad kid who missed the elote man, you know. And I was thinking, I was like, is this motherfucker really trying to do this? Like,
it was weird.
yeah.
But
So,
at the same time, I also thought they've been doing it in the other movies. I
No,
really
they've
don't
never
know.
really.
mentioned it or anything.
No.
Because that's what I was gonna say. The sister is really dark. So I was like,
but she's also white.
No,
like
you know,
very
it's like
white.
Italian
Yeah.
dark.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I thought they were Italian. You know, like I don't know. It was confusing. I don't know.
And then
It
they just
seems
have like
like
a very
Guido-ish,
pasty
huh?
It
blood.
seems like he's.
Yeah.
I don't think he can't actually say because the dude is white, right?
For sure.
But he knows like this. The audience of this movie. This movie's very popular with Latino community, right? They love all
Oh,
this stuff.
that's
That
well, yeah.
So I
don't
think
know.
he's kind of pandering to them, and he's kind of like saying, like, "Look, I'm one of you guys," you know. And I think without directly saying it, he really tried. I don't know if he did it, you know, but they really tried to work
Yeah,
that in
for
because
sure.
it was. I was thinking it the whole time. I was like, "Is he really trying to do this?" Like,
I guess because I was
Did
like,
we ever see their mom or anything? Like, what is?
I don't know,
No.
because it was confusing. Maybe
It's
she's
very
gonna be a
maybe in
killer.
the next one.
Yeah,
I
she's
think
gonna be
my
the killer
theory
in the
because
next
you know
one.
they're bringing up like old family members that we
Yeah.
never
Yeah.
knew existed. My theory is like Rita Moreno's gonna show up as his like mom or tia or
Oh
something
my
in the
God.
next one. You know.
Oh no,
That'll really seal the
That
deal.
would have completely explained it.
You know, going back to the movie though, you mentioned the audience. Like I thought they were gonna be cheering, you know,
Yeah.
doing all this, and it really was. It was really like it was kind of
it was
awkward.
packed though.
It was packed, yeah, and it was kind of awkward, like the way they were feeling. And I think it's because it was so like.
Good.
Well, I thought it was amazing because they kind of like wink at the camera, you know. I think a lot of people were kind of like
Like,
turned
we're
off
not
by-
stupid.
Yeah, because like I don't think like people are responding to it as well as I am. You know,
Hmm.
it seems like a little bit more negative this one.
Well,
'Cause it's a very
That's
hard thing to
crazy.
do. You know, when you do that, it's very risky. You know,
yeah, because when they were saying stuff, like when Tyrese started saying stuff, and then he's saying like, "Damn, we don't get shot already."
Oh, yeah.
I was just like, "Damn, you're right." Like
was
finally,
like-
someone's saying.
I was like, are they like building this up to make him like Superman or something? Like,
That's what I thought. I was like, please do not
Yeah.
take it there. And thankfully they didn't.
yeah.
I'm
no,
okay
but I thought
with
it was
them
gonna
saying
be.
that
I
and
thought it was
then
gonna
not
be
dying.
like later on in the movie, like a metaphor to like something touching. Well, I guess he does, right?
They
In
kind of
space,
do,
yeah. in
I
space.
love that voiceover thing.
Oh,
Like,
it was
dude,
cool, right?
It was so
cool.
This movie, I gotta give Justin Lin all the credit. It was so like some of the shots were like very artful. Like I was like,
Yeah.
this is very beautifully directed. It was shot on film. It looks great. Like it's easy to knock this shit,
Yeah.
but it takes a lot of skill to put together. I'm telling you, that's like one of the
Crazy
best
shit.
set pieces I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Is it like they have to acknowledge that, and they
Yeah.
did.
And then,
You know?
so that's what back to what you were saying, like how they have so many things that already they've done this. already.
They've done it all. Yeah.
So with bringing like that magnet,
magnet
thing,
thing.
it was cool,
It was
right?
so cool,
like
dude.
they
And, like-
something new.
Yeah, and then they go to space.
They go
like
to fucking
all great
space.
franchises, I've been saying they end up in space.
They
Like
end up in
let's
space.
count them. James Bond went to space.
James Bond went to
Yeah,
space.
and
I
that
haven't
thing's
seen that one.
horrible, right? And Moonraker, Leprechaun went to space.
Leprechaun, yeah.
Jason
went to
went to
space.
space.
Yeah.
Hellraiser went to space.
Hellraiser went to
He
space.
went to
too?
space, yeah.
Machete goes to space.
Machete. They all end up in space, you know?
Yeah.
All joking aside, I think the reason why I love this is because this is basically they're like James Bond. They're like secret agents
Yeah,
running
yeah.
around
Yeah.
saving the world. It's like James Bond but unpretentious. Like James Bond movies take themselves so seriously, right? That we have to save the world. Blah, blah, blah.
But you said
that it's boring, right?
They were before, right? They were trying until this.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Okay,
so now they said, no, let's just fucking have fun.
Let's have fun.
And they give me enough to care about what's going on. That's why he's like, you gotta make me care a little bit, you know. And I think they delivered that with all the flashback. I bought into all this stuff.
The only thing that bothered me about the flashback, it was actually, you're right. That's why I was like, oh, this is new. I haven't seen this before, or I don't know. But it was that he was like really brown.
That
like what was going on?
Like, dude, like,
and then he's this tall, and John Cena's this small.
Like as a Mexican, like you don't have to like we'll adopt you. We'll call you one of our own. You know, you don't have to do that. You know, I think he'd already earned his Latino card. You know,
something.
You know, it was like you don't have to do that.
I was like, what's going on here?
What are you doing?
Overall, I'm telling you, it was a high out. Just because like I don't know.
Yeah, I think
for me,
the problem is I think a lot of people, like the general audience, genuinely takes these movies seriously. And the fact that this one kind of flips it on them, I think that's why people are responding negatively. So I think you have to kind of go in with the right mindset to really enjoy this, you know?
Yeah, and then plus I would have been a delete, you know, like this is kind of like a delete thing, but I don't know. It wasn't.
You can't help it.
You can't help but have fun. John was great.
Yeah.
John was great. I can't wait to him to fight The Rock in the next one.
More Cardi B in the next one.
Oh man, that just a little bit was enough.
That
was enough. That was enough.
I care what anybody says. All right, we have 2 outs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes.
But there, I think honestly, I thought you guys were gonna be.
I thought she was gonna be deleting for sure.
Yeah.
And 1 in. So I think. I don't know.
Solid
if I had to guess,
Gino would have gone.
I think he's the best.
I think it would have been Gio.
He's the best, probably my best case for Gino.
Really? I thought it would be Gio.
Gio, I think, would have been a delete.
No.
Yeah.
I think he would have been in.
No.
Slightly entertaining. I think it would have been in.
Because I think he picks up more plot holes than anybody.
Oh, that's true.
And this goes out the window really quickly, you know.
He would have answered if he was Mexican or not. He would have.
He totally would have. But yeah, that's my guess. All right, so let's move on to Ricardo's pick. What was your pick? Tell us why.
Like Gio wanted the summer picks, right?
Yeah.
And I had no idea what to pick, and I have no idea. Like I was like really struggling, but then when I was searching for it, I ran into this movie, and then this movie, what is it called?
Call Me
by Your Name. I fucking forgot.
What are you waiting for?
I was like, yeah. So my pick was Call Me by Your Name, and since it's Pride Month, it was perfect. And I've been wanting to watch it, you know. So I was just like, oh, cool.
But you never seen it?
No, I didn't get to watch it. We didn't get to watch it in theaters, huh? Like, I think we were planning on it, but it's one of those movies that they don't.
It's not a wide release.
No, I was gonna say it's like it got banned in commerce, you know, because you know.
Oh.
But never mind. Anyways, but yeah, so it's not a wide release, so it's hard to find. And what's the movie about? Please help me out.
Some rich kid who has like
Emilio?
professor parents.
His name is Emilio.
Elio.
Right? Elio.
Yeah, so Elio spends the summers in Italy, and his professor dad always has some kind of student over for like some kind of research project.
Yeah.
And it just so happens that everyone's horny for Oliver.
Yes, Oliver, played by the cannibal.
Yeah.
Army Hammer.
That was good. Yeah, so that's basically it. And like everybody falls in love with this Oliver character, but not as much as the character. What's his name?
Elio.
No, the actor. What's his?
Timothy Oliphant.
Timothy. Not as much as Timothy. Yeah, and it's a romance movie, I guess, or like in a way, summer romance movie, I guess. I don't know, but
yeah, it is.
Yeah, right. That's what you call it. I don't know what you call it, but so while watching this movie, it's fine. You know, I was fine. Like the movie's cool. It was a little slow, and it didn't really get me like a romantic movie usually gets me. You know, like you kind of feel the love sometimes in some movies, and in this one, I was like, I was there, but everything came too easy, you know? And then, well, to me, in my head, it looked too easy. But it was great writing, though. Like, there were some scenes where, like, like, the dad would tell him stuff, and, like, they would say, like, these really smart stuff. So it was really fun. But great writing. I didn't feel that much attached to these characters. I don't know why, but like it dragged on a little bit. It felt like a little bit long, and with not a lot of big ending for me, or my opinion, and it got a little bit graphic to me. Like, it got a little bit too graphic for me. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it could have been
Very
anything.
kinky.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like, it was too aggressive, you know. And I was kind of like,
You like it soft?
yes. and it came to a point where I was watching the movie standing up, thinking like, whoa, like
you like it standing?
I kept walking around. It was getting me anxious. It was weird. Like, it was.
You're uncomfortable? Does that make you uncomfortable
It
watching
kind
them?
of. It kind
Make
of.
love?
It kind of did. Any movie.
Any sex scene?
Yeah, but like the way they did it here, it was kind of. It was
very
a little
raw.
Raw, yes. Yeah. And so with that being said, I think I might change. So I'm a low in on this one. America.
I was really excited to watch this movie, and I knew it was gay, so I wasn't shocked by anything. I had trouble like
Connecting.
not thinking about the age gap between the Oliver
yeah.
guy and Elio, because Elio is 17. Even before they tell us his age, I was like, that's weird. And to me, like, even if it's gay, because I know like a lot of gay people, like, you know, like older people, or just, I don't know why it's like that, but I just couldn't get that out of my head. I was like, this is kind of gross. But overall, I thought it was like I thought it was good. So I'm also an in, but I didn't get too attached to the characters. I just kind of knew that I had to like them. And then at the end felt rushed when he gets the phone call.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, why didn't we get more of this? And even when he leaves the vacation with Oliver or whatever they were doing, like, I was like, why? But I thought it was funny. Kind of. Everyone's horny for Oliver.
Wow.
Like, everyone. So, yeah. Thought it was kind of funny.
Yeah.
Robert, what do you think?
Okay.
Oh, first of all, you watched it by yourself, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay, that's it.
What does that have to do with anything? It's funny. I think I'm in literally the exact same boat as you two. I think I'm somewhere in between an in and an out.
Yeah, right.
Like, I would say a high out, a low in. I'll be in. First of all, I think this movie is beautiful. The way it was shot. I think that's what kept me like engaged. Like, I was like, wow, this is a fucking beautiful. Like, I just kept looking at it. I was like, this is fucking amazing.
Italy, right?
You know, Italy, and then the way they shot it. Like, I was like, wow,
exactly.
this is fucking gorgeous. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost like the story and the characters were secondary for me. You know.
Yeah.
But I felt the exact same thing as you guys, where it was hard for me to connect. Not because they're gay or anything, but because I didn't quite find Timothy Oliphant's character. Chalamet. Timothy Oliphant, somebody else. Chalamet's character. He sounds like a wine, no? Would you like a Chalamet? He's very unlikable, you know?
Yeah.
Because he's a teenager. He's like has a lot of
like,
angst,
brat,
you know? So it's like a brat, you know? Like, who the fuck is this rich kid, you know? Fuck him, you know? You know, but it's a coming of age story. So it's like, you know, you're going to get that, you know, so you just kind of have to go with it. But I felt the exact same thing that America felt. Is that I know in Italy, the age of consent is fucking 12 or some bullshit, right? And he's 17, so he's like right on the edge of being an adult, right? But just the way that Armie Hammer's character approaches, what's his character's name?
Elio.
Oliver?
Elio and Oliver. Oliver's the Armie Hammer.
Okay. Just the way Oliver approaches Elio. To me, that's like, I was like, this is like textbook grooming.
Yeah.
Right? The way like a creep would like groom a young girl that he's trying to get with, who's obviously like, you know, you're attracted to older people, you know? Yeah. But I think it's like, it's always on, the responsibility is on the older person to not act, you know, in those situations, you know? So the way that he did it, you know? And like when Timothy, Elio starts to pursue him, he kind of like does that thing that all creeps do, is like, oh no,
Yeah.
get away from me, but
Yeah.
secretly he wants it. I was like, this is like textbook fucking rape shit,
Yeah.
And, like, it's hard for me to connect. But I think the movie, it must be very autobiographical. I think that's my guess. It's based on a book,
Yeah.
I think. And the fact that not a lot happens, right?
Yeah.
That's why it feels kind of like rushed. It feels like, what happened? They just kind of like do nothing, right?
Yeah, like nothing happens. Right?
I think that's what I like. It's a love story. It's a coming of age story. I get it, and I like the way it was shot. I like the way it was like it's very understated. There's not a lot of crazy dialogue. But it's that thing with the characters, and even like taking Army Hammer now. Looking at it now, like I was like, oh, like if I would have watched this 2 years ago, I would have been like, oh, it's a nice coming of age story, blah blah blah. Like now I see it like as a weird prequel
Hannibal?
to Silence of the Lambs. But even that aside, it's something creeped me out about exactly like you said, America, the age gap, because he's 24, he's 17.
Oh, he's 24.
Oh,
I think that's what they say.
I thought he was like 21.
And that's not that big of an age gap.
I was thinking it was bigger, but like, I
Well,
mean,
'cause
still.
It seems bigger because
Mm-hmm.
he looks a lot older, right? But I think that's the actual age gap. I think that's what I read up. It just had a hard time like getting past that,
Yeah.
I don't mind the explicit scenes, like the way they shot them. I thought it was shot very well, I like the way they were shot.
And that's what I'm saying. Like it was shot well. Everything was cool. I'm just saying, like me as like watching it, I was just wow.
You're just uncomfortable,
yeah,
bro.
Like I was just like, damn. And then like how he was busting a Jackass skit right there, right when he was gonna eat the fucking peach. I was like, are we watching Jackass? I was like, what the hell's he doing?
I'm Armie Hammer.
It was insane. But there's this scene right when they I forgot where they're at, but because they ride bikes through the whole. I was gonna say when they're riding bikes. What scene? He's gonna go pick up his papers from and he tells them without telling them that he likes
that scene was so the way they shot it.
Yeah, it's one take.
It was fucking amazing, and I love the the way he staged it. Because he's telling him. And Armie Hammer's so distant from him, right? Like, that imagery was so beautiful. Like, I was like, I could just watch this without even fucking listening to it and still understand what's going on,
Yeah, it was really cool.
You guys want to know something? Because I'm Geo today, right? I took on that responsibility, right? I looked it up, right?
Do his voice.
So speaking of shorts, apparently Armie Hammer's shorts were so short that he had a lot of wardrobe malfunctions during the shooting. Because some of the shots are just like right there and they're like sitting down in the grass.
Yeah.
That they had to digitally remove his testicles.
No way.
From the film because they were popping out during the shots.
Way.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Goddamn wardrobe person, get him something to keep everything in place.
Yes,
underwear, right?
In the movie, they yank at stuff, So it's like it's very like I would imagine in a lot of the takes.
That's hilarious.
Because
things flowed free,
You should wear
tidy whities.
Yeah, tidy whities. Keep that shit in there. No.
Look, man, there's bike shorts or some of those swimming shorts that have little canzones.
But they didn't. They weren't invented in the 80s.
They're like, we're in Italy.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, and it was the 80s.
Yeah, so somebody had the job. A visual effects person in Hollywood had the job to erase some balls.
Ernie erasing balls.
They even had in the credits, you didn't see ball remover.
Ball boy.
That is insane.
That's the fun fact of the day right there.
Yeah, because somebody has to watch it, find it, and then send it to them. Like, be like, it's in this time code, this time code, this time code.
Totally. I was looking for it too because I knew.
No, you didn't.
I did. Because Conan made a joke about it years ago when the movies first came out. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn, that's funny. But yeah, all right. So it's like an average.
All right. So we try to guess on who would be in or out for the last movie. I'm pretty sure Gio is crying to his mom.
Oh no! Asking what happened.
But he's probably in.
He's in.
He can appreciate the art. And I'm guessing Gino would be in too. I'm calling two ins on that.
I'm calling 2 outs.
Really?
Yeah. 2 high outs.
Okay.
Yeah, you think so? I think Gio's an in and Gino's an out, and an out because it's fucking boring. I was fucking waiting. Right?
Can you get to the point?
So that's what my guess.
Sorry, guys.
But
Anyways, good watch.
good
movie.
watch. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So what are we watching next?
Yeah.
week?
So next week we're gonna watch The Purge, The Forever Purge.
The Forever Purge. It's
Yeah.
the Forever Purge.
Yeah. And Gio's pick, continuing the summer series, called One Crazy Summer with John Cusack.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Let's continue this then. I guess you do the end. Who knows the
Yeah,
ending?
so yeah, I think you can find us. I don't really know, but I
Yeah.
think you can find us on Twitter at InOutDelete, Instagram at InOutDeleteReviews,
Yes.
and on the internet at www.podpage.com/InOutDelete. That's where all our episodes live, or any
Yep.
podcast app that you want.
Oh, forward
Yep,
slash.
yep.
I did not know that. All right,
Not
cool.
backward
Yeah,
slash.
all
Forward
right,
slash.
guys. Good
You know the
night. How's the
difference.
job? No, I didn't know.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
guys. Yes.